Hello guys and welcome back to Star Drive 2. It's a Monday. It's been a tough old day at work. Let's chill out with some sci-fi. So our new leader has arrived at Armor 2, so I can now land him. If I click on you, okay, so that's good. Let's just remind ourselves he's a skilled negotiator. And he's is charming, and obviously now is the governor there. I don't know if he actually will do much of a bonus to anything in terms of the actual planet output, but hopefully it can help with our diplomatic efforts. Now then, we're not actually building anything at this world, which we need to rectify because it's going to be one of our powerhouses. Now then, any more production buildings? We could go with pollution resequencer, but we're not actually generating a ridiculous amount of pollution right now, so that's okay. We could... Let's go with an infantry base, actually, guys, because I do not want to lose this world under any circumstances. We're going to get fuel cells next turn. We'd... dealt with the enemy constructors. We're building our own station. We're amassing a fleet of troop transports, and our homeworld has started to refit our sort of parts of our navy to upgrade them with the latest technologies. So let's move the turn on, and okay, so we've got better fuel cells, and I think now let's go with, I think, fast constructors would be more useful than saving any sort of fleet points, because we're increasing our fleet cap quite readily, so that's not too much of an issue. So yeah, command point, and yeah, okay, fine. So we know all of that, and this turn, again. We've got to deal with now. So okay, we've refit one of them, which is good, but there is another one, so I'll just dismiss that. And our constructor has built that station, so let's get a star base to start defending our territory in that area. What else do we need to do? Nothing. Oh well, actually these troop transports now have joined together. Yes, we got 6 there. Fine, that's okay. And let's end this turn. How are these star bases? Okay, they're coming along nicely. Infantry base there. How are our other worlds doing? Still building these planetary supercomputers. Trade goods. So Ranus 3, trade goods. Is it worth you actually getting a spaceport now? I think it is. Oh well, food surplus +3, Imperial Bank 2, so that's 5, and then 3 again. So it is actually worth you guys getting a spaceport. It will reduce obviously our income because we won't be constructing the trade goods, but we've got for once a very nice and positive balance. Let's send these little Tanto Mark IIs to go and explore that anomaly, because I'm hoping there'll be a bit more cash in there as well. And whilst I'm talking about having some spare cash, we needed to have a look at the planet of Dawn, which doesn't produce very much because it's our science world. But the science it does produce is absolutely massive, because we've got this administrator, this elephant administrator, who's an absolute badass when it comes to science. So yeah, let's invest some money there. And I'm doing quite well on science. I think most other factions are behind us, except for the Opterus, who are well in front of us. They've got battleships and all sorts of stuff. So luckily, we've got relatively good relations. We have a food shortage. Now this is because we don't have any freighters. So first thing I'm going to do here is build a freighter. This construction ship is finished, which is good. Should we? I think let's get a listening post just to see what's around this area. Great. So now we've got that planetary super 127. You know, we've all in all we've got 309 coming in. So 127 is significant. Any other research goodies? No. Which, in one way, I'm happy about because I'd hoped to have got them all. Let's go with... Ooh, see, these things take a long time. Let's go with a starbase, though, to get those command points and to give the planet some defense in orbit, even when we haven't got a fleet there. Now, with this fleet refueled, I'm in two minds as to whether to go and refit it or whether to actually see whether we can get down to Rolana. I think what I'm going to do is we'll send it for refit and we'll bring this fleet out and use the newly designed katanas to probe the enemy space. And that turn. Okay, so fast constructors, great. Not revolutionary, but now then, industrial infrastructure, that could obviously help massively on our production worlds. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, they're ticking along. Yeah, we know all about that. How are our spies doing? So we've got plenty, I would say plenty of defensive spies. We've, let's go and embed another agent. See whether we can nick any technologies from them. So they've got a border with the Quarterzine which goes along there, but they're only at war with us. Anyway. Pay us tribute or suffer the consequences, or we can discuss. I mean, when we look at the technological disparity, you know, I'm of the mind just to tell them to fuck off, basically. Little space Nazis. So we've... yes, oh, sorry, we have stolen defensive flares. So, okay, well that might come in handy. I don't think so. I think it's quite an old technology now, but anyway. Okay, so we're carrying on with the Bear Zen Dojo, which gives more damage to our troops. So we'll carry on with that. And in the meantime, we will then move this fleet out. In the last couple of episodes, I was getting pretty pissed off by the seemed to be a repair bug, but I'm hoping by upgrading we will have resolved that. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. Let's I'm just looking. We do have these special projects which we just have not researched at all. I could get that small shield capacitor next turn. I don't actually know what it does, so let's investigate that. Is it? I might have even bought it from Crazy Eddie. Yes, I did. God, I bought that a long time ago. So it's a quick regenerating compact shield. Yeah, so it was actually better shielding, guys. I fucked up there. Yeah, I should have dealt with that a long time ago. Oh well. We live and learn, or get wiped out and don't get the chance to learn, I suppose. But right, so we got the infantry base there. What else should we go with? Research lab? Let's get a starbase here, particularly with the Volfar sort of starting to kick off. Let's go with some defences. We may even need to build a fleet and have it out over this way. So we've got that freighter, which has alleviated that food problem. But let's Let's get another one just in case. End the turn. Gosh, he moved very fast. Why was that? Oh. So this fleet moves at 156, whereas this one moves at only 36. Why are they so fast? I do not know. Anyway, I'm quite happy with it. There's an enemy fleet here. Well, we will go and meet them. No, I don't want to do that. We will go and meet them head on. Okay, we've sorted out a spy. Our fleet's entered an ion storm. No, I mean that's okay. And the construction ship has completed the facilities here. They got that debris, so we can't really do anything about that. There's crystals down here. Oh, I totally forgot about our explorer as well. Just not particularly relevant. I do wonder why the Kulrathi haven't colonized these worlds here. Maybe the AI struggles a bit with the cluster map. Yeah, could be a reason, I suppose. Or maybe it's just they don't want the extra sort of maintenance. I'm thinking perhaps we should build a space station here, just to help sort of add a bit of defense to the area, claim some territory. Let's end the turn. Yeah, God, we really did go quickly, didn't we? But we didn't manage to initiate the battle yet. Anyway, next turn. Fine, so we've got another freighter, we've got a little bit of breathing room now. Let's go with the Aeroponic Farm, just to make this colony actually, this asteroid colony, self-sufficient. And it'll reduce their burden on my freighter fleet, and that will allow us to transport more troops, theoretically. Okay, right, let's get into it. And this now should be with the new Katana Mark IIs, which, you know, by the time I'd finished redesigning them, I probably with a fresh design. But you know, it's nice to keep the consistency. Let's begin. Gosh, who's he? He's just retreating already. Let's target this larger one. So with the Nodachi, we have found it's best to just hang fire. Oh, so these are the new weapons we put on. So they're well powered. Oh, they seem to be dishing out decent damage as well. Obviously the Nodachi, you know, with their beam weapons have been a pretty solid damage dealer since we designed them. I'd like to get a more advanced one actually, and really buff them. Oh, there we go. So we're taking care of these very handily. That's good, so they don't really stand up to the sustained fire for very long. And yeah, these are turned into quite a good little brawler. I do think the enemy ships are still faster, but with having the broadside batteries, it's got quite a good field of fire. So the Katana 2 dished out 10,000. That was the most damage dished out by anybody in that battle. So, you know, better than the Nodachi. So, happy about that. And we've defeated them in their own space as well, which is good because that's one of the areas I have been massively failing on. So it's down to 36 now. It must be because we went through a subspace projector then. Yeah, moving there. They're only going to have 49% fuel left, so we are a bit low on fuel. But anyway, so this fleet looks like it's arrived now at Tor. Let's yeah, we'll just build the dojo in our own time. There's going to be quite a number of turns before we actually get into ground combat. So this is the one with the Ronin in it. So let's yeah. So I don't want the Ronin. I do want the katana and that katana. And not those. Please upgrade to the katana Mark IIs. Close that. Then we need to go in here, and then with the build queue, just move the dojo down, and it'll prioritise those refits, which I was very, very happy with. We have discovered more technology, actually. No, look, I won't fiddle around. You know, you can just keep on perfecting things, can't you? But at some point, there's diminishing returns, a bit like the German tanks in World War II. You know, sometimes it's best just to focus on churning the damn things out like the Russians did. Has this fleet arrived yet? Go to that unexplored anomaly, guys. Let's end the turn. Right, so our fleets have arrived at the location of the subspace anomaly. In many ways, the anomaly appears to be a sort of wormhole, except that our ships and probes are being repulsed from the event horizon. What is abundantly clear is that the science fueling the phenomenon is well beyond our ability to understand it. We'll need a dedicated research team to study the effect if we ever hope to understand what we're looking at. Okay. And we've got that industrial infrastructure technology. So let's move these two ships over here. Just so they're in orbit. And oh, battleship construction. Yeah, there was no chance of me researching anything else. How's things going over here? So we've got that constructor. Okay, he's still doing his thing there. That's okay. End the turn. We can discuss things. See, we're nicely ahead of the human team. So power density, not too excited. Oh, they've already. How have they got battleship construction? They must have stolen it from the Opterus. Antimatter torpedoes. God, you want one of our really old technologies. How much money will he give me? Trade rights. Would you upgrade that to trade? Oh, come on. No, goodbye. I don't feel... Ooh, this world is starving. But I do think we should move out our troops now, because we do have that fleet. Let's add another 4. And this fleet now should have, 13 troops. Let's bring them to this star base first of all. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And we've got the Aeroponic Farm here. we can increase the population, which on an asteroid is it's quite good actually, because they're pretty productive. Now this turn, do we keep chasing these guys? We'll try one more turn to see if we can hunt them down. We have gone into this nebula, which reduces the effective range of energy weapons by 50%. Yeah, we didn't chase them down. In fact, we seem to have stopped, oddly. Let's go to Rolana. And, God, they didn't move very far. Anyway, stop whinging. So we've eliminated a spy. And the Courtesine have stolen... Oh, that's so annoying. So that one ship is refitted. This constructor has finished what it needs to do. Let's get a subspace projector there, and this one has done what he needs to do, which is good. Let's bring him back this way. And end the turn. What should we do? Oh, we've actually got plenty of fuel, so let's come down this way through the ion clouds. I think we're refitting another ship there. Let's end the turn. Okay, that's good. Belter Pride. Yeah, well, I'm laughing at that because of watching the latest series of The Expanse at the moment, and if you're into sci-fi, I highly recommend it. I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. Very enjoyable. What should we go here? So it's a huge, abundant world. It's reached its pop cap, so let's go with biospheres. And the turn. Oh dear. Oh, so we lost a constructor to those damn pirates. I said a few videos ago that I needed to sort them out, and I've been punished for my neglect. Oh well. We'll just move this constructor over here. On Enormica, I think it's actually... Yeah, it's building trade goods, but this is one of our industrial worlds, so let's go with improving its industrial capacity and turn. Troop transport's moving very slow, which I suppose you'd expect. Okay, so we've refitted the fleet here. I think, maybe famous last words, but our fleet down here seems to be handling things fine. So let's go and redeploy this fleet north to take care of those buddy pirates. Yeah, we'll fight the station. We don't have one of the Ronin, which I designed specifically to take on the stations, but we'll see how these guys get on. Ooh, gosh, the station does hit hard, 3,000 damage. Yeah. These on the side, damage reduction. Okay, well, we're doing some damage back now. The shields holding up. That's what I'm going to look at. With a station, if your shields get damaged, obviously there is that sort of capacity just to get the hell out of there. These ships should probably just stay where you are. Bring your beams around. I need to redesign it so that sort of staying where you are is the default. Holding position is probably a better way of describing it. Hold position, yeah. Not stay where you are. We're doing good damage now. And that's one thing, guys. If you look at this ship, because I've refitted it, then it keeps all its veterancy. So that was actually a very strong argument against starting the design afresh, and yeah, maybe keeping the design and just upgrading. Though I might have been able to start with a fresh design and then just upgrade them to that fresh design. So yeah, actually, it's a good reason for keeping your ships alive, I suppose. Taking a bit of time to pound it down. Interesting that those weapons, these sort of the green weapons, I can't remember the name of them for the life of me, Can also act in point defense. Disruptor cannons, I'm going to say, but that's a total guess. I know these are the ion beams because we've had them since the start. Okay, there goes the station. That took quite the pounding. Yeah, 200,000 odd damage, and pretty equal in terms of the damage dealt. Actually, the no Dachai actually being a little bit ahead, but they're pretty good at sort of pounding stationary targets. They're just not very good at tracking moving ones. They're a bit on the slow side. And obviously, we're going to withdraw because we've got no troops. There's an enemy food freighter, and we will destroy that. Nothing like a good war crime to end a Monday afternoon. Let's land there. Yes, we know the command points, and yes, we know about that. So, God, this fleet got there quickly, didn't it? Those subspace projectors really are worth it. Let's try and travel to the next one. I may have been neglecting the use of the subspace projectors by a significant margin. This constructor is here. Yeah, I would leave it for the moment. So take out those bloody pirates. Let's and turn. Oh yeah, gosh. I'll discuss with you. So technologies. Oh, we do. Oh. Yeah, actually, you know, they're well ahead. Well, aren't they well ahead? I think we've just got a lot of different technologies. So we're researching battleship construction now, which kind of gives you an idea. So they've got Imperial Hospital, field troops, not too fussed about that. Fighter shields, that's pretty good. A battle station. Oh. An ordnance fabricator. And a transphasic warp. How much? Oh Christ! Look at the difference there. How much is a battle stick? Oh, they've got some very exciting stuff. And where does Galactic Net sit in all this? Probably around the middle. Well, I would want something pretty juicy for it. Transporter device? No. Not that I'm saying transporter device is juicy. I'm just trying to gauge where we can what we'll go for. Do I want dual mass drivers? Soma. What's Soma? More approval. I don't really feel that we're suffering approval wise. Urban infrastructure, that's again on the approval side. Cluster cannons. I'm just listing out words, guys. Mandatory service. That you'd think we'd perhaps already have that in Samurai Bears. Oh no, this is for the fleet. It's not for the army. No, I do quite like the Optimists in the sense that they, you know, they're good trade partners. So I feel like we should do some form of deal with them. Science Museum. What does Science Museum do? Increases the approval rate where it's built. Must have the civilizations that. It's just, I just feel it's a little bit pants. Zero assimilation. So Xeno assimilation. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. That'll get us, allow us to take technologies when we conquer worlds. And Corona, we know that. So. Oh bugger! The fleet can't actually get there. Could it get there with the subspace projector now built? Damn. And this fleet's not got much fuel. So is a troop transport then something we should be designing? Oh, we have. However, guys, taken this, so we could now send our constructor here and at least get a station that's a bit closer. I think once we've conquered one of this worlds here, it'll unlock being able to get to all the others. Let's end the turn. This fleet's already up here. It's only been a couple of turns, so these subspace projectors are pretty valuable. I haven't built any up here yet. Let's go in this direction. So he's going back. He can stay there, keep the blockade going at least. And no, I tell you what, guys. Next turn we're going to research battleship construction, and I want to design an absolutely badass battleship, or maybe actually venture into designing a big aircraft carrier. Say aircraft carrier, obviously fighter carrier. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you've enjoyed the content. If you have, do like and subscribe. And if you've got any comments on my gameplay or this, or the game in general, do let me have them. And look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks very much.